it talks about, you know, we got to be responsible with spending. We're going to do this, this, and this. And here's my answer to that. I have a pledge that you guys are familiar with, but I suggest that each one of you get a copy of it and carry it with you as you if you run into anyone who is saying, "Well, we need to support the Republican machine." Okay? It says I'm not going to do these things. I'm not going to do anything that raises the debt. Well, the continuing resolution raised the debt. Okay? Planned Parenthood was in the continuing resolution. I mean, my point is this. You can't say one thing and do another, not if we're going to have true, honest, and representative government. And then I want to say something else. And I did not stress this during the governor campaign. I had some folks say, Ron, you better not do that. You might upset some people. But I'm going to say this now. The greatest day of my life was the day that I came to know Jesus Christ as my Savior. And I'm not going to back away from that in this campaign. Okay? Now, I don't believe I should get in the congressional floor and preach. All right? Everybody's entitled to their own religious belief. But y'all need to know that that's where Ron Williams stands, period. Did I leave anything out? Are there any questions from anybody? I wanted to talk quick because, like I said, you have a long day. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. How are you running, as an independent or?
I was approached. I was garnering signatures for the independent, and I was approached by the Libertarian Party to run for them. Now, I told the Libertarian Party I do not agree with the legalization of drugs. I do agree with just about everything they say on smaller government. And you know, let's don't treat people like criminals before they commit a crime. You know, let's don't punish people before the fact. Let's keep government out of the way. A lot of these government controls in our life, so I agree with that. But I'm running as a Libertarian. And here's what Danny Bedwell, who's running for Congress in the 1st District, up northern state, here's what Danny told me. He said, Ron, we don't care. We just want you to be honest. And we want you to stand for the same things after you're elected that you stood for before you were elected. And I respected that, and after talking with my wife, we prayed about it, I decided that I would run as a Libertarian candidate. And one of the reasons I did that was because I felt like it would lend more credibility to my campaign. You know, Ron Paul's a Libertarian. John Stossel's a Libertarian. I think you guys have probably seen all these programs. So I am a Libertarian candidate. I am not stressing the Libertarian Party during my campaign. I'm not hiding from that fact. It's on my website, okay? I'm not, you know, I'm not a closet Libertarian. But what I really want to do in this election is I want people to not focus on party at all. Okay? Not focus. Forget the party. Elect the person. We have been bamboozled by these parties long enough. So I'm running as a Libertarian. I will always caucus with conservatives. And I'm a conservative. Guys, I'm so far to the right, you'd be surprised, okay? I mean, I'm so far to the right, I scare even my children. So, but I am a conservative.
That was my next question, so funny, to caucus with the conservatives.
Yes, ma'am. I will caucus with the Tea Party primarily. And then on those opportunities that we need larger numbers, I will caucus with those in the Republican Party who are conservatives. Any other questions? Y'all are making this too easy. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
When you see legislation coming before the Congress, will you demand that it be aligned with section, article and section and paragraph that it belongs in the Constitution?
Absolutely.
Will you require that in writing underneath the title of the bill?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I will require that. To the extent that I have the authority to do so, yes, absolutely. I think every piece of legislation that comes down the pike, we need to know where is the authority for this coming from. You know, we've gotten so far, and you know this, and there again, I'm skipping over a lot of points because you guys already know it. You guys know that we have gotten so far away from the United States Constitution. It's incredible. It's almost rendered an ineffective document. This has to change, guys. It has to change. Yes, ma'am, I will. And like I said earlier, I also want to know the representative that has put this legislation on the floor, who's he doing it for? Who asked him to? Because remember, it's of the people. That's very important. We've gotten away from that. We've got to get back to that. And if you're not willing to stand up and say, who asked you to push this legislation, you're hiding something. And Americans need to look at it. Yes, sir.
I'd like to see it go one step further. I'd like to see them put together a committee to look at all the laws that are on the books, and if they can't find it in the Constitution, it's out.
I remember Obama was supposed to go line by line through.
Yeah, he already did that, remember?
We already did all that.
You know what? You are absolutely right. We have got so much house cleaning to do. You guys, I want to share this with you, and I'll get your feedback. You're going to see a television commercial here pretty quick. And basically, the gist of the commercial is this: we've got to throw the animals out, elephants and donkeys, and you're going to see a little old lady shoveling a big pile of stuff out of the House of Representatives. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to shovel out. Okay, we've got to get in there to start shoveling. So, my website is www.ronwilliamsuscongress.com. It's interesting, and I don't know who did it. I have my suspicions, but ronwilliamsforcongress.com, elect Ron Williams Congress. All of those those domains were acquired by somebody else not long after I announced that I would be running. So we have ronwilliamsuscongress.com. It doesn't say elect Ron Williams US Congress or Ron Williams for Congress, but ronwilliamsuscongress.com was about all that was left for us to get. So go on my website. To those of you who don't know it, my personal email is hsi@ronwilliams.yahoo.com. I welcome, I will respond to, and I need your input in this campaign.
Repeat those two addresses.
Uh,
Both of them.
Okay, the website is www, and you need to type in the www to get to the site. It doesn't automatically Google you to it. I don't know how they blocked that, but they did. So it's www.ronwilliamsuscongress.com, all one word. And then my personal email is hsi, that's Hotel Sierra India, .ronwilliams@yahoo.com. And I don't know if y'all know Donna Knezovich down over in Picayune, Pearl River, but she uses that email address, and she is a blessing to me and to my campaign. She's like having an entire research staff on speed dial. So please do not be afraid. Anything. And if you disagree with me on something, if you see that I may be wrong or misinformed, guys, I am not the smartest man in the world. Okay? I'll just be honest with y'all. I don't think he's running. But I will always be honest with you. And I told some folks at a table earlier, I would much rather lose your vote with honesty than gain your vote with a lie. Thank you guys so much. Now, at the risk of being rude, my wife's uncle, it's a matter of minutes now, and I don't mean to sadden everybody. If no one has any more questions for me, I'm going to hit the road and head back to the coast because she's going to need me in just a little bit. Is that okay? Thank you guys very much.